Hey, welcome back into our weekly real estate podcast. Thanks for joining us. My name is Ken Angst. I'm the team leader of the Angst Real Estate team. And today we are covering the Reno Sparks Association Realtors January 2022 numbers about resale homes in the surrounding area. So just keep in mind that today we're talking specifically about resale homes, not necessarily new home builders. And we're going to kind of stick to that topic. So just a quick summary is the market is insanely slanted towards sellers right now. There's no doubt about it. Our evidence on our listings is that most sellers are getting anywhere from 5 to 20% over asking. And we are routinely having our buyers being beaten out by cash deals and significantly higher offers that are waiving appraisals. So what we're going to do is quickly go over the numbers. And then what I'll do is kind of give you some tips and strategies to help you if you are a buyer or seller and kind of make sense of this crazy market. So first things first, I'll put it on the screen. What are the numbers? I'm going to quickly go through these. The median home price in the Reno Sparks area, now these are resale homes only, is $570, up a whopping 27% year over year. So a crazy stock market like return if you bought over a year ago, up about 5% month over month. So since December, it went up 5% to 570. Closed sales are right around 398. In January, days to contract are exactly 7. And I can tell you that based on what we're seeing on the listings that we have in escrow, we have several. Most of our listings are going into contract in 2 or 3 days of hitting the market. And it would go quicker, but we require a lot of people to give our sellers time to review all offers. So we're receiving about 100% of what the list price is. And keep in mind, that is not what we're seeing this month at all. I can tell you from working with buyers and sellers, you're anywhere from 5 to I've seen up to 20% over asking right now. It's just a crazy seller's market because of the supply, and I'll go over that in a second. Price per square foot, and as you know, if you watched this channel before, I do not like this number, but the median home price per square foot in the Reno Sparks area is $300. Doesn't really mean much to me just because it's neighborhood by neighborhood. I just sold a house where the price per square foot is $520 a square foot. So keep in mind that in some neighborhoods that can be different up to 10%. So you go down one street, it could be this number and then 10% more or less on another street. So not a big fan, but what it's worth, it's $300 a square foot here in Reno, Nevada and Sparks. So the number of new listings that came on in January is 400. And as you can see, we closed 398. So basically all the inventory that came on has been sold by new people buying houses. So the number after you take out what's been sold and the number ones that come on the market, there's only 240 homes available in the Reno Sparks area, a staggering number, almost a crisis level if you are a buyer. A lot of our clients are beleaguered buyers. Good news is we have some tips and tricks here that we're going to explain to help you through this tough time as a buyer. So month of inventory is less than a half month. So if we didn't get any more homes on the market, we would run out of houses to sell on the resale side in less than a half month. So crazy time to be in our market unless you're a seller. So a few tips and tricks and strategies. So first, we're going to talk directly to sellers. So in my career as an agent, I've never seen the appetite that we're seeing currently for listings. And what do I mean by that is most of our listings and every listing that we're putting on has multiple offers, a lot of appraisal waivers. I've even seen people waiving inspections, which our team will never recommend that you do. But it's just so hot. The inventory is really tight. Interest rates, even though they've creeped up into the 4.25, 4 to 4.5 range, does not seem to be stopping anybody from buying a home. And unfortunately, the interest rates are going to impact the people on the lower end there in the bubble. And we have that a lot with our clients just because, every time that interest rate goes up 1%, so we're up from like low threes, the high twos. Now we're all the way up to 4.25. You're losing 10% of your buying power every time that goes up. So if you're already on the bubble, in the lower range of the 3 to 4 to 500 range, it's going to really impact you. What we're seeing on the higher range is a lot of people are selling their houses in different areas around the country, California specifically. And what they're doing is coming in here. They have a large chunk of money. So what they'll do is put 50, 60% down and then take a mortgage out at for the remaining balance at 4 to 5%. And they don't really care about that interest rate. It's such a small amount of what they're looking at. So on that front, the higher end home does not seem to be scaring anybody away based on interest rates. So if you're a seller, what we'll do is we're going to do another video about how to quickly get your house on the market. But if you need to sell in 2022, right now is a great time. In past years, what we'd recommend is to get your house ready now and put it on the market in the springtime when the weather's nicer. But since there's so much activity, there's so many offers coming on in every single house, and the inventory is so tight, sellers are basically just getting what they want for their properties. And we don't recommend as a seller that you price your home. I think you price it right at or a little bit below the market, and there'll be a nice run up on the bids right now just because people are thinking that they're never going to be in their houses available. So take advantage of that. What I'm seeing is, there's going to be, if you look at the numbers, quadruple the number of listings, in my opinion, in the next 60 to 75 days that are currently on the market. That's just how, if you look at the numbers over the years, that's just what it is. It's going to spike just because people are starting to think about what their future is for 2022. So if you can get it ready right now, get your house on the market and take advantage of a nice, solid market for sellers. So now we're talking to our beleaguered buyers. We have a bunch of them, and it's really tough right now. So just a few words of wisdom. Been through this before in 2004 and 5. We don't want anybody, any of our clients, any of our followers to get over your skis. So don't be going out and forcing the issue and trying to get a house. There will be more inventory. Just make sure you can afford it. This market can change in the blink of an eye. Just look what's going on in the stock market. No, we're down 10% in the stock market. Inflation's huge. It could definitely spill over into the real estate market, and it could definitely, cause the market to hopefully level off or maybe even drop a little bit. So don't think for a second that what's going on right now is going to last forever. It never does. Look over the history. We have ups and downs. We just haven't had a down in the real estate market or stock market for that point much in years. But there's something brewing here. You got to be careful. Look at inflation. The Fed's going to come in and raise interest rates, and you could definitely see a slowdown in the real estate market. So make sure if you're buying a home that you have a long-term view. Rates are still great, even in the sub 4.5s. So you can still lock in some pretty overall relatively low rates historically. Don't get over your skis. Be conservative. Another thing is that we see a lot of offers on our houses where people are waiving appraisals and inspections and closing in 7 days. We never recommend that to any of our clients. Just keep in mind, we lost a house the other day, one of my poor clients. 1950s constructions. I can tell right away that no gutters, so I can just probably tell you that without even looking underneath the house, it had a foundation. It's moldy, it's wet. Just don't do that. You don't need to be in that much of a rush, and just because you get the house now and waive all the inspections doesn't mean that there isn't something that is lurking out there that could cause you a lot more money down the road. So if you're a buyer, unfortunately, you're going to have to be patient. There will be more inventory. Keep up the good fight, though. Keep looking. We are getting a few buyers in escrow, and I suspect that more and more as we get into the warmer months, you'll have more of an opportunity. So, lastly, we really appreciate everyone's comments. We're getting huge views on our podcast, and we really appreciate all the subscribers out there that are taking a look at this, the premium subscribers, our customers, and we would love to earn your business. So if you have any questions or want to sit down and talk to us about how we can help you with your real estate needs, give us a call. Respond to this, send us a message, Google us, and send us a message through our new website. So Until next time, make sure you're liking our videos, sharing our videos with family members, and keep coming in. If you have anything that you want to talk about specifically in real estate that you haven't seen us talk about, give us a ring or send us a message. We're talking about 1031 exchanges next week, and that's a very interesting topic, particularly if you have some good rentals that you have equity on and want to move them into Northern Nevada. So until next time, you guys take care and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.